ICIPE has been a gracious host for us from 2012. So it's almost more than 12 years of being in the ICIPE campus. Our regional office is based there. So we know each other well. And recently we have also established a very strong collaboration with the BRAINS project, which working towards having climate resilience in both Beans corridor and the Bees corridor.
Today marks a major milestone in the doing things together resolve of the Alliance and ICIPE. And the signing of this MOU is a symbolic act, yet a powerful act that will cement our cooperation relationship for the purposes of harnessing our complementary research, institutional and capacity development, and impact pathway skills to ensure greater convergence of our respective agendas as we advance our respective missions.
It makes huge sense for this collaboration, where we are in terms of our institutional transition and moment, and our capacities and the complementarity is so high.
In terms of the programmatic agenda, I think there are very great synergies to be realized now with this collaboration. In the core of the research agenda of the Alliance of Biodiversity and SEAT, biodiversity is a core element for us to build resilience and also sustainability in the food systems. However, of course, because of our history and of our background and our areas of expertise, we have advanced more in terms of the managing of crop diversity. And we are doing some work also on soil biodiversity. But I think that now with this collaboration with the ICIPE, we are going to be able to look at biodiversity as a more holistic aspect where we can bring, for example, the functions and benefits that insects provide to soils, to landscapes, to healthy diets as well.
Climate action across African continent is definitely a key area of interest for collaboration, and where ecological systems and agricultural systems really interact, and our synergies can very much come together there. Nature positive and agroecology activities, and bringing the pollination services from the insects and biocontrol, that some of the great innovation from ICIPE coming together, and how we really work with small and medium enterprises. Great opportunities for collaboration there. We all work on a lot of digital services and digital technologies and advisory services. So how do we combine that for different sectors of stakeholders? And another area that we have emphasized is on the scaling. How do you really make sure that technologies and innovations are going to scale and adopted and transferred to different stakeholders, and the different processes and tools that we can use to reach to that? And how do we also integrate different type of innovations into bundles? And a big area of collaboration is also on the capacity building. ICIPE particularly has a huge advantage and a comparative advantage to do that in Africa. And we have a lot of skill sets, and we also have a broad partnership network from the Alliance side to do that. And how do we really do that, ramp up our capacity to doing more capacity building at scale, and bringing and engaging it also at the policy level in different countries.
Three key things that come out of this. The first one is that the Alliance, as we have shared with ICIPE, we are in a very important moment historically, in terms of footprint, in terms of growth, in terms of how we've been able to bring these different research areas and domains in a much more integrated manner. There's a lot more to do around that, but we have great momentum. And this momentum needs to rethink how we work. This is the first MOU we signed that uses and as guidance the principles of the recently agreed engagement framework for partnership and advocacy for CGIAR, complementarity for impact, shared ownership, focus on results, transparency and accountability, integrity, calculated risk, and learning culture.
The principle of collaboration are extremely important to us, but we simply say that we share our vision and can help us deliver on our mission.
There's going to be a lot of work coming out and results from this partnership in Africa, but we got a footprint, a global footprint. Your strategic vision sees that ICIPE needs to do more outside of Africa, and we can support that through this partnership, and we will be very happy to do that as one of its objectives.
We have been an institution that has been very active in the space of producing science results. And we are cognizant of the fact that we need to have greater impact at the society level, which we know that CIAT and biodiversity coming together as an alliance have a long-standing experience. The same way that you are taking advantage of our presence here, we would like to thank you in advance for accepting that we take advantage of your presence in Latin America, where we would be pleased to see that some of the technology that we have developed are also disseminated.
This is going to open up many doors with the work we can be doing together and catalyze discussions that can be happening going forward. We already see some discussions going forward, proposals, brains for sure, but already beyond that, there were some already on the table. I think we've already great headway on the technical side of how we can be working together.
We've been a family, we are siblings, we are friends, but the bond is now tighter, it's now stronger, and we're going to move forward even more impactfully. To always keep at the back of our minds that the greatest loss would be if we were not to capitalize on the benefits that are so obvious in such a relationship.